Alrighty, everybody. Game 3 of today's triple header of action. Pittsbitters took Game 1, Bombers Game 2. It's time for Game 3, the rubber match. The lineup for Traverse City: Cruz Taylor back in playing center, Trey Younger playing second, Tito Flores DHing, followed by Chris Monroe at first, Miles Symington in right, same 3 through 5. Michael Steigel's back in at left. Camden Traficante still at short. Christian Faust still at third, but he drops down from 6 to 8 in the lineup. And then Miguel Useche doing the catching, taking over for Adam Proctor, who is going to catch both games in the Kenosha series starting tomorrow. Cruz Taylor takes the first pitch ball, and we're underway in Game 3. Luke McGibney is the starter for Battle Creek. He's only made one start on the season. Started against the Kenosha Kingfish 1 week ago, last Sunday. Pitched 4 2/3. 5 hits, 3 walks, 5 earned runs. Did strike out 3. Got a no decision in that ball game. 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Taylor didn't play the last game. Played the first game, though, and had a pretty good outing. Doubled his first at-bat, and he hit a hard grounder up the middle that should have gotten through to score a run. But it was snagged by the pitcher, went off his glove, and they got Cruz Taylor at first. Then struck out his last 2 at-bats, and moving up in the lineup, hitting leadoff. Maybe that will spark a little bit more offense. 2-2 count coming from McGibney. Yeah, it's outside, and the first batter of the game is going to work a full count. Morgan Lunsford will get the start for Traverse City in this game, when the Bombers come up in the bottom of the first. 3-2 pitch coming from McGibney and Taylor. Little blooper left side. It's going to get down and stay foul. Already one batter in. And Traverse City and Cruz Taylor working some pitches. Another full count pitch coming from McGibney. And Taylor holds, and strike 3 is called. An extremely late call by the home plate umpire. Taylor was a couple feet out of the box. Borderline call goes in favor of the Bombers there, as Taylor will strike out looking to start the ball game. And now the second baseman, Trey Younger. Grounds 1 to third. Play is made over there, and the throw across the diamond is in time by Merrifield for the second out. Two up, 2 down for McGibney. That will bring in the designated hitter for today's game, Tito Flores. Flores in Game 1 was hitless with a hat trick. 3 strikeouts to go with 1 lineout. Trying to change his fortunes in Game 3. Swings at the first pitch, just got a piece of it. McGibney looking to bounce back after that rough outing at Kenosha last week. Flores skies one on the infield. Johnson back and will make the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Luke McGibney. Pittsburghers go down in order. Morgan Lunsford going out to the mound for the bottom of the first inning, trying to give his team a win in Game 3 of the triple header when we come back on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Pit Spitter Radio. Bottom of the first inning. Morgan Lunsford, the 18-year-old from Edmond, Oklahoma, will make the start for Traverse City in Game 3. This is his 5th start of the season. 0-2 record, 4.86 ERA. His first outing of the season, 4 innings, only 1 hit. Didn't get the win because he didn't get the innings necessary. Next 2 were a pair of losses against Battle Creek last time Traverse City was here, and then Fond du Lac. Last time out, 4 innings, 4 hits, only 1 earned run. That came in the first inning. And then he fired 3 scoreless. First pitch to leadoff hitter Ed Johnson, and he sends up the middle for a base hit. He's having himself quite the day and extends his hit streak to 6 games. Jack Merrifield now the third baseman for Battle Creek will bat. Merrifield was hitless in Game 2. Went 0 for 4 in that game. Only 1 hit in the first game in his very last at bat, so he's 1 for 8 on the day as a whole. Little blooper right field. Symington running in, and he will make the catch for the first out. Starting to learn his lesson a little bit, as Battle Creek hasn't really hit balls deep at all. Actually, not really. They haven't. And they've had a lot of those hits just blooping into the outfield and dropping in front of the outfielders. So Symington is playing a little more in than center and left. And it helped him right there as he's able to get to that ball. Caleb Ballgard now will bat. He's the center fielder. Lunsford's first pitch, he swings at it, comes up empty. Lunsford went 3 2/3 his last time against Battle Creek, gave up 6 runs on 6 hits and 4 walks. He's walked multiple batters in each of his starts. the last start, the worst of those four, as he gets another swing and a miss from Ballgard. Walked three batters in the first inning to load the bases, and was able to get out of it with just one run on the board, which was very impressive. The only run he would give up through 4 innings. Next 3 scoreless. 0-2 pitch coming to Ballgard. It's low, picked from Useche. Useche back behind the plate. Caught game 1. Proctor caught game 2. He gets this second game. Proctor will take the rest of the road trip in Kenosha. 1-2 pitch to Ballgard. Johnson runs. Ball's inside. Throw down is picked by Younger, but the tag not in time, and Johnson a little shaken up after the stolen bag. Pretty good throw from Useche. It was just a little bit behind the runner. It was on the little bit on the second or on the first base side, more than you would like it to be. A nice pick by Younger to keep it from going into center field. And I think if the throw was right on the bag, Johnson would have been out. But he successfully steals second base, his 5th on the season. And now he has himself in scoring position. And there's 2 away because totally missed that. That was a called strike 3 to Ballgard. Umpire, I didn't even see the strike 3 call. So the designated hitter, Aaron Beck, now will bat. First pitch to him, he'll take it for a strike right around the knees. Beck in the last game was 0 for 2, grounded out, struck out, did walk once. Base hit could put his team on top in the first. 0-1 pitch from Lunsford's outside. Now 1-1. Lunsford trying to work around that leadoff single to Ed Johnson. Johnson stole second. That's where he's at right now. 1-1 pitch to Aaron Beck is a little low. It's now 2-1. Beck had 1 hit in the first game, was 1 for 3, and a walk. So 1 hit through the first 2 games, 2 walks. He'll see a 2-1 pitch here from Morgan Lunsford. He'll line it to short, over the glove of Traficante, and the Bombers will strike first. Bombers score first for the second straight game. Actually, the 3rd straight game, if you want to be technical. They scored their first trip to the plate today in the continuation of the game from June 9th. So just today, they've scored first in all 3 games. Mason Sykes, left fielder, now will bat. Sykes had the difference maker in the last game, 2 RBI single in the bottom of the 5th. With 2 outs, clutch hitting for him put his team on top 4-2. Then they won by that score. Second pitch to Sykes is high. It's 1-1. Sykes didn't play game 1. Last game had just that 1 hit, 1 for 3, but it was the big one. Also reached on an error and scored in the second. That 1-1 pitch in the dirt, now 2-1. Bombers working Lunsford a little bit here. They were able to work Jeremy Neff early on in the game before he settled down, and then finally got to him again in the 5th. 2-1 pitch to Sykes. Inside, now it's 3-1. Sykes played first last game, is in left field for tonight, for Game 3, the finale. 3-1 pitch coming to him. Swing and a miss. A nice pitch from Lunsford to keep Sykes off balance. And now that runner will be in motion. Full count, 2 outs. Beck is going to be off with the pitch. Lunsford needs to make a good pitch here to get out of the inning. Has to come with a strike. Here's the pitch. Sykes pops it up, but it's going to go out of play. He'll stay alive. "17 pitches already in the inning for Morgan Lunsford. 2 singles have Battle Creek on top. Here's another payoff pitch. Runner goes. And Sykes grounded to third. Plays made by Faust, and the throw in plenty of time to end the inning. Pitt Spitters will be playing from behind for another game. 1-0 thanks to an RBI single from Aaron Beck. Be right back for the second inning on Pitt Spitter Radio. Back for the second inning. Pitt Spitters trailing the Bombers 1-0. Back-to-back games that they've given up the first run early on. Game 2, the Bombers got a pair in the second, and in Game 3, they score 1 in the first. Traverse City, though, not in unfamiliar territory. They've been playing from behind all season long. Not a team that has gotten things going early in games, as Chris Monroe breaks the second bat of the day. He broke one last game, and he breaks one here. Monroe playing first base for Traverse City in the finale, was the designated hitter last game. 1 for 4 with a single in his last at-bat as he tried to get his team back into it. And there's a single in his first at-bat in this one. Lines it through the left side. Leadoff hit for Chris Monroe. Miles Symington in the on-deck circle tossed Monroe his bat to use, and it did the trick as he lines one to left. And now Symington himself will grab his own bat and step into the box. Symington and Monroe went back-to-back with hits in the top of the 7th last game. but were left stranded on a game-ending double play. Symington lined one through the right side, just past the glove of the diving Mason Sykes, who's now in left field. Stephen Kraus is playing first for the Bombers in this game. Pitch from Symington's high, and it bounces off the glove of the catcher Kirsch, and it moves Chris Monroe to second base. Pass ball is going to be rewarded to Kirsch, third catcher that the Bombers have used in this series. Drew Dyer, game 1, Cy Snedeker, game 2, and now Bu Kirsch. Tying run now in scoring position with nobody out. Good opportunity for the Pittsbitters to even things up. 2-0 to Symington. Big swing, right side, and it's through. Base hit for Miles Symington, and Chris Monroe will move to third. Runners are on the corners for Traverse City. Nobody out. Was wondering what the holdup was for Monroe as the ball was shot to the right side. Didn't go instantly, but was waiting to make sure it wasn't caught because it was hit on a line. But it does get through the right side. Monroe now at third base, representing the tying run. Michael Steigels will now step in. He's playing left field. That's where he played in the first game. Sat for the second game, is back for game 3. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. In that first game, Steigels was hitless, 0 for 4, but total in the book was 1 for 5 because he singled way back on June 9th before the game was suspended. Has a chance to tie things up. It's just going to take a ball in play. And time called by Kirsch behind the plate. Go through the signs again. Symington leading from first. 0-1 pitch coming to Steigels. Ball in the dirt, and Symington's going to take off, and he will get to second easily. A pass ball and a wild pitch in this inning have advanced the runner to second base. First Monroe, now Symington, and that's going to take the double play out of it. And it's just going to take a ground ball to tie the ball game. Infield actually is not in. The middle infielders, Johnson and Cole, started to come in, but then moved back to their normal positions. They're willing to just give up the tie to make sure they get an out. Steigel is just going to take a ball in play here. 1-1 pitch is lined up the middle. Snagged by Johnson at short. He will make the throw in time. And good heads-up base running by Symington. Got a good read on the grounder and moves to third. Monroe scores. We're tied at 1. RBI ground out from Michael Steigels, 1 away. Now the Pittsbitters can take an early lead. The lead can change hands here. All it's going to take, just like what Steigels did, all it's going to take is a ball in play to score Symington from third. First pitch to Traficante is a ball, looked a little low. Traficante last game hitless, 3 groundouts. Hitless in the first game as well, 0 for 3 in both, so he's 0 for 6 on the day. Gets a hit here though, through the right side. Here comes Symington, and the Pittsbitters take the lead in the second. Gets himself out of a mini little slump. Knocks in Miles. The lead now, 2-1. Bombers score 1 in the first, Pittsbitters 2 in the second, and they're on top here in Game 3. Christian Faust will bat now after the RBI single from Traficante. Wanted to go on the first pitch, but he held up on the high fastball. Faust was in the original starting lineup from June 9th, but Traficante took his place. And then Faust proceeded to go hitless in the last game, 0 for 4. Only the second time on the season that Christian Faust failed to reach base at least once in a ball game. The first one was against Kenosha. It ended his 20-game on-base streak. He was on base 20 straight games to start this season. And one of those games was the suspended one at Battle Creek. Then he finally didn't reach against the Kingfish, went 0 for 4. And then he was right back to his old ways, managing to get on base again through the next couple games. And then last game, 0 for 4 as well, and grounded out into the game-ending double play. 2-1 count to him, though. Hitters count with Traff on first. Swings, shoots it the other way, but foul. Faust, one of the best on the team at hitting to the opposite field. He has tried to do so a couple times in this one, but just a little late on it. Sends it a little too far the opposite way. Big hole on the right side, though, if he can get one in that direction. 2-2 count now. Traff leading from first. The pitch outside, full count. Faust hitless in his last 3 games. Holds on a high heater, and he's going to walk with one away. That's going to move Traficante down to second. 3 singles and a walk so far in the top of the second. Looking for more, the 9-hole hitter, Miguel Useche. Useche hitting .075 on the season, just 4 hits and 53 at-bats. Has struggled, but he plays with a lot of heart. Is one of the hardest workers on the team, putting in the hours at practice during BP, just working to try and get better at the plate. He hit well in college in the spring, and so far just not able to translate. Still a long way to go in the season, though. Plenty of time for him to break out, as he has a 2-0 count here. And as I mentioned it in the first game, it's just every time that he gets a hold of one, hits it hard somewhere, it's just right at somebody. Can't catch a break. One of the unluckiest guys on the team, I feel like. Has an opportunity here to do something, though. 2-0 count, 2 runners on. Might get a nice pitch to hit for McGivney. He does. Big hack at it, and he just got a piece. Fouls it back. Useche got his first hit of the season against the Kalamazoo Growlers in Kalamazoo. It was his very last at-bat in that series. Reached on a bunt single. Anyway, to get things started, though, as he was hitless in the previous 7 games. That started a 3-game hit streak for him, though. Watches one in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, Kirsch, who's having some trouble here in the second inning. See if that one's a pass ball or a wild pitch. Could go either way, quite honestly. It is a pass ball. Second of the inning for Kirsch. His pass ball allowed Monroe to move to second. Ultimately, I don't think proved to cost the Bombers, as Monroe would have scored anyway. Now a 3-1 pitch. Runners in scoring position. And Useche will take that one outside, and it's going to load the bases. So the pass ball doesn't hurt Kirsch and the Bombers, as the bases would be loaded anyway. And top of the order up for Traverse City. Chance to add to this lead. Now this is huge because the last game, Game 2, The Pittsburghers, the last 4 innings of the ball game, had multiple runners on base and failed to score in all of those innings. So again, multiple runners on base. Can they break through in this opportunity? First pitch to Cruz Taylor. He'll take for a strike right around the letters. Taylor struck out looking on a full count pitch his first at bat. Borderline call that was very late. Came in very late from the home plate umpire. That rung him up. Looking to do damage here. He doubled his first at bat of the day. 0-1 pitch. He'll take it low. Good eye on a off-speed pitch. Taylor, just like Useche, has had his fair share of struggles. Is hitting 114, though, so a little bit higher than Miguel. 1-1 pitch is chopped to first. It's a fair ball, and it gets away from the catcher. The throw home. 1-run scores. Faust coming home. He'll score, and Miguel Useche will go to third base. It's a 2-base error by the first baseman, Steven Krause. 2 more runs score. It's 4-1 Traverse City here in the second inning. So Useche goes down to third. Now, wait a minute. Taylor's going to first. I don't understand what the call was there. Maybe Krause didn't touch first base, so Taylor was running back to first. But then Krause just tagged him anyway. I'm guessing Krause just never stepped on first. He tried to come home, but the throw got away from Kirsch. It was wide, and it allowed Traficante and Faust to score. Traficante was going to score regardless on the play at the plate. But the wild throw allowed Faust to score, and it allowed Useche to go down to third. I believe it should still go down as an RBI, I believe, for Cruz Taylor. I think the official score is still trying to figure out what to make of it. It should be an RBI for Taylor. He scored Traficante, and then it's, RBI for Taylor, and then Faust scores on the error. Younger swings at the first pitch, lines it deep to right, L'Oreal back, and he will make the running catch to end the inning. But it's a big frame for Traverse City. They get 4 runs in the inning. 4 runs score. 3 of them earned, only 1 of them unearned, and they'll go into the bottom of the second with a 4-1 lead. Morgan Lunsford back on the mound, trying to protect it when we come back on Pittsburgh Radio. Back for the bottom of the second inning, Pit Spitters on top 4-1. Thanks to 3 singles from Chris Monroe, Miles Symington, and Camden Traficante. RBIs in the inning to Michael Steigels, Traficante, and Cruz Taylor. And they're up 4-1 as the first pitch is fouled off. Miguel L'Oreal, right fielder, who made that final play to retire the side, is in for his first at-bat in Game 3. Nice pitch from Lunsford on the outside corner, and L'Oreal's down in the count 0-2. Eight batters came to the plate in the second inning, 4 of them scoring. And Lunsford has himself a nice cushion on the mound. One-two pitch. L'Oreal grounds to short. Traficante comes on, makes the play. Across the body, the throw. In time at first. Bang, bang play at the bag. Traficante just able to make the strong throw across the diamond. And Monroe, a good stretch to put L'Oreal away for the first out. That'll bring in Steven Krause for his first at-bat of this game. Had 3 hits in the first game. Singled in the 4th inning, 6th inning, and the 8th inning. And came up with a chance to do something damage in the bottom of the 9th in Game 1 with the tying run on base, but struck out looking to end it. Fouls off the first pitch. Second pitch, in for a strike. Lunsford working quickly in the second, working with a lead. And working with the lead is so huge as it opens up a lot of possibilities. Grounded left side again. Faust makes a play on the hop. Throw across in time. 2 up, 2 down. Tough play for Monroe. He's looking directly into the sun when the ball's hit to that left side. So he has to fight the sun as it's starting to set here. It's right in his eyesight on that throw, but he's able to fight it off and make the play. 2 outs now for Harold Cole. Cole swinging at the first pitch, fouls it straight back. Harold Cole was 1 for 3 last game with an RBI single. Holds on that high fastball, 1-1 now the count. Working with the lead opens up so much for a pitcher because you stop worrying about having to make an absolute perfect pitch. In a closer game, if you're tied, down 1, up 1, if it's really real close, you start thinking you have to make the perfect pitch. Can't let anyone get on base. When you're up with a pretty good sized lead, as Lunsford is here, 4-1. It kind of removes some of that, and you stop thinking this pitch has to be perfect. You can play around a little bit, still not a lot because you don't just want to start giving guys some free bases. But you play a little bit more loose out there, and I think it's helping Lunsford here as he's pitching better in the second than he was in the first. Has Cole down to 2 strikes, looking for a 1-2-3 frame. 2-2 pitch to Harold. Lines left center field, and not going to get there's Taylor. It's going to go all the way to the warning track, and Cole is going to take the turn and get into second with a 2-out double. Cole has successfully hit safely in every game this series. The 2-out double will bring up the 9-hole hitter, Bu Kirsch, and with a pair of pass balls in the top half, gotta think he's looking to make up for it with a base knock here and get one of those runs back. Just 2 games played on the season Swing and a miss on the first pitch. He's only had 2 at-bats, both of those at-bats coming against the Kenosha Kingfish on June 23rd, last game played. 0 for 2. Didn't strike out, though, put both balls in play, but hitless through his first 2 at-bats. 0-1 count. Lunsford trying to keep working ahead. Lined to short. Traficante makes the play, and that will end the inning. 3 ground outs induced by Lunsford, and he's through 2 innings. Works through the leadoff double, and the Pittsburghers hold on to that 4-1 lead through 2 innings of play. 2 down, 5 to go in this final game of a 3-game triple header. Be back for the 3rd inning in just a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back for the 3rd inning of play here at C.O. Brown Stadium, Game 3 of the tripleheader. Pittsburghers looking to win this 3-game set and take some momentum into their final opponent of the road trip, Kenosha, tomorrow. They've split both series with Kenosha, one in Kenosha, one in Traverse City. First pitch to Tito Flores, a designated hitter, is in for a strike. Flores, the only member in the lineup that did not come up to the plate in the top of the 2nd. 8 batters from Monroe to Younger got up. And McGibney on the mound looking to make some better pitches, have some better results in the 3rd. His team down 4-1. Don't want to put his offense in even bigger of a hole to try and come back. 1-1 pitch to Tito. Line to the right side. Diving play, but not able to make it is Kraus. And Flores will have a leadoff single. Good piece of hitting from Tito. Shoots it the other way. Kraus has been busy over there at first, as in the last inning, Symington and Traficante both shot one through the right side. Had to make the play on Cruz Taylor's grounder where 2 runs scored, and now that base hit through the right side. Chris Monroe in now. He's singled to lead off the 2nd inning through the left side. Has hits in his last 2 at-bats. That one got through the legs of Kirsch, but Flores didn't read it properly. Thought Kirsch blocked it. Definitely looked like he blocked it, but it just skipped through the 5-hole. Monroe, 2 hits in his last 2 at-bats, a single in the 7th in Game 2 and a single in the 2nd here in Game 3. Came around to score on a Michael Steigel's grounder. Pick over to first. Tito easily back safely. Flores with that single. And oh my goodness, I think Chris Monroe broke another bat. Elbow guard came off on the swing, and he did. Chris Monroe has broken 3 bats today. 1 in game 2, and he's broken 2 bats here in game 3, 1 in each plate appearance. Now, last time, Chris Monroe broke his bat. Miles Symington handed him his bat from the on-deck circle, and he got a hit with it. Symington gave him his bat again, so maybe another hit's coming here for Diesel. 1-1 pitch from McGibney. Swing and a miss. That pitch had some lateral movement, moved away from Monroe, and he swung and missed. Now 1-2 the count. Tito Flores has some speed. He's stolen 2 bases in 4 tries, 50% success rate. 1-2 pitch coming. He holds, ball in the dirt, but kept in front by Kirsch. Hit by Flores, his first on the day. 0 for 4 last game, so I'm sure that one feels good. 2-2 pitch to Monroe. Hits it right side. L'Oreal makes his way towards the line, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Good thinking by Monroe, sending it the opposite way, but L'Oreal was cheating towards the line just a bit, and that little bit of cheating towards the line allowed him the opportunity to make that play. 1 away now. Runner still on first for Miles Symington. Symington singled through the right side his first trip and later scored on Camden Traficante's RBI single. Symington had 2 hits in the last game as well, 3 hits on the day. First pitch to him, he's swinging, pops it up left side of the infield. Trouble back there. Shortstop Johnson goes back. Called off by the left fielder Sykes, and he makes a sliding catch. And then the throw back to first gets away from Kraus, and Tito Flores will take second. A very weird sequence. That ball for a second looked like that was going to drop as Johnson, the shortstop, was going back. Sykes was coming in from left, and at the last possible second, Johnson backed off, and Sykes had to go into a slide to make the catch. Almost dropped, and I think Tito thought it was down, so he was in between first and second. That's why Sykes tried to throw behind him to get the double play at first, but it got away from Kraus, and Tito takes second. Now that's big because a base hit can add another run to the Pittsburgh's tally. Steigel's already an RBI in this game. Not a base hit, but an RBI ground out his last time up. Shortstop to first, allowed Monroe to score. Swing and miss at that off-speed pitch from McGibney, and he's down 0-2. Steigel's the first game, 1 for 5, but that one hit came on June 9th. He was 0 for 4 today in the continuation of it. 0-2 pitch coming from McGibney. Way outside, Kirsch able to block it miraculously. Went to a slide to his right and was able to backhand it and keep it in front. Keeps Flores at second. Still 1-2 count. Steigels has to protect the plate. Big hole on the right side if he can take advantage. Got just a piece of it, and Kirsch not able to hold on. Another 1-2 coming. There's another off-speed pitch. Haven't seen 2 in a row yet, but with some more insurance on second and 2 outs, might try 2 off-speeds in a row. See what he goes with. Another 1-2 to Michael Steigels. It is an off-speed pitch. Breaking ball. Dropped right into the zone. Perfectly placed by McGibney. Got the inside part. and the inning is over. Pittsbitters squander the leadoff single from Flores, go down in order after that, but still lead 4-1 after 3 trips to the plate. Bottom of the third coming up in just a minute on Pittsbitter Radio. Bottom of the third here on Pittsbitter Radio. 4-1 lead in favor of the visitors from Traverse City. Got a leadoff hit to start the top half, but went down in order after, and McGibney left Flores stranded at second. Lunsford now will work against the top part of the order, facing the leadoff man Ed Johnson first. Johnson singled, stole second, and then came around to score to start things off for Battle Creek. Of course, Traverse City answered with 4 of their own, but Lunsford will look to avoid putting on the leadoff man again. Johnson, 6-game hit streak going. That ball hit pretty good out to left. Steigel's racing back, just shy of the track, will make the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Morgan Lunsford. Johnson with a single in the first game today, and then he had himself a nice game in game 2, a pair of hits and an RBI ground out, and then a single here in the first, but put away on that fly ball. And now Jack Merrifield, my mistake, and he watches strike 1. Checks his swing on the second pitch, did not go. 1-1 the count. Merrifield flew out. His first at-bat was 0 for 4 in game 2, but he did reach base 3 times, twice on a fielder's choice and once on an error, and that one was the big error that Jeremy Neff made that allowed 2 Bombers to score, and that was the difference in the ball game. Merrifield on that one shoots it back to the screen. Count evens 2-2. Only 1 hit on the day for Merrifield. It came in the first game, his last at bat. Two-two pitch lined up the middle. Traficante cannot reach it, and Merrifield will single for the second time in 3 games, and the Bombers have a 1-out base runner. 1 on, 1 away for Caleb Ballgard. Lunsford got him looking his first time around. It was a weird sequence. He struck out looking, and that's when Johnson stole second, and for a second was shaken up. And I didn't notice that home plate umpire even rung him up on the pitch. I was too busy distracted by what was going on at second base, but he did strike out looking his first trip. Swings the first pitch here, fly ball into center. It's going to chase Taylor back towards right center field. He will make the catch for the second out, and going back to first is Merrifield, 2 away. Taylor, one of the best center fielders I think you'll ever see. gets perfect reads on the ball, it seems like, right off the bat. Doesn't take any time. Usually, growing up, coach says make sure you always take first step back. Taylor, if the ball is in front of him, gets such a good read, I don't even think he takes a first step back. He just knows where it's going. He breaks right to the landing spot. That ball to Lunsford. He'll easily flip to Monroe to end the inning. A lot of firewood being made here in this ball game. That's the third broken bat through 3 innings of play, and the Pittsburghers still leading 4-1. 4 innings left in the finale of this Sunday triple header. Be back in just a sec on Pittsburgh Radio. Fourth inning getting underway here in Battle Creek, Michigan. Camden Traficante will lead it off. It's going to be 7-8-9 for the Pittsburghers in the fourth. Traficante singled home Miles Symington his first time around, and he himself later came around to score in that 4-run second. He'll look to start things against McGibney here. First pitch swinging, but he's late on it and shoots it right towards the Pittsburghers dugout for the first strike. McGibney's day started off exactly how he wanted, 1-2-3 in the first, but then that second inning, and Traficante lines one to right. He's 2 for 2. Good piece of hitting from the switch hitting shortstop. 3 straight innings led off with a single for Traverse City, and they're in business in the fourth. Well, that second inning, 5 of the first 6 batters were able to reach 3 singles, 2 walks, and allowed 4 runs to score. Then in the third, gave up a leadoff single, but got the next 3, and now another leadoff single to Traff. Christian Faust will bat now, walked and scored his last time up. First pitch swinging up the middle. Oh my, caught by McGibney, and Traficante is hung out to dry. Nothing you can do about that if you're Traficante. He read that ball up the middle, but just snagged by McGibney. What a play. And there's 2 away. Unlucky for Faust. He squared that one up, and it was headed into center field for a base hit, and instead it starts a double play. Miguel Useche now up with 2 outs, no one on base. He'll take a first pitch outside. Useche walked his last time, made it to third, and was left stranded there on Trey Younger's fly ball to right. Another ball, that one high. While Useche doesn't have the hits, he does work himself plenty of walks and could work himself another one here as he's got a 3-0 count. This is where, if I'm Useche, starting, struggling at the plate a little bit, 3-0, there's a fastball coming. Get ready and take a hack at it. That ball on the outside corner, so not that pitch. But if there's a 3-0 pitch that comes right down the middle and you're ready for it, might as well just take a swing at it. Takes a swing at the 3-1, pops it straight back. Kirsch going towards the screen, and that ball out of play. Full count now. Kirsch can make us a 1-2-3 frame if he can get Useche here. Full count pitch coming. Traff singled, but was taken away on a double play. Full count, 2 outs. Payoff pitch from McGibney to Useche. And he shoots one hard but foul down the right side. Useche trying to extend the inning for the top of the order. And Cruz Taylor trying to get him back up. Another payoff pitch from McGibney. And Useche takes it low. He's walked both plate appearances. Two-out walk issued to Miguel Useche, and the top of the order is back up. And here's Cruz Taylor, center fielder for Traverse City. Was out in center for game 1. Took game 2 off. And back out there for game 3. Had a double in game 1. Last at bat, brought home an RBI on a ground out. Takes the first pitch, high and outside, ball 1. Struck out looking his first time, but it was a tough pitch. It looked like it could have been ball 4. Borderline call, just didn't go in his favor. Looking for a pitch to hit here, 1-0. And he'll take outside again, 2-0. Taylor does work the count. Trying to do so here. Has a 2-0 pitch. And he'll take that inside, and it got him, actually. So Cruz Taylor hit by the pitch. And he'll make his way down to first. Useche will advance to second. And 2 straight free bags awarded to the pitch hitters with 2 outs. A walk and a hit by pitch, and that will bring in Trey Younger. Younger's 0 for 2 in this game. He sat game 2. But in game 1 had an RBI walk in the 4th and singled in the 8th. Has a runner in scoring position with 2 away. First pitch swinging, fouls it straight back. Younger looking for hit 1 in this game. Did have 2 RBIs in that first game. Both of the new runs on the day. Walked in a run, hit in a run his last at-bat. Coming into that game up 5-0, Trey Younger added the extra 2 on, and those were the difference makers in a 7-5 win. Has a 1-1 count here. Takes a big swing at it, and it's off to the left side. 1-2 now the count to Trey Younger. McGibney looking to get out of another inning. Stranded 1 runner the last 2 frames. 1-2 here. Breaking ball over the head of Trey Younger, and the count evens at 2-2. Ooh. And Useche read that throw back from Kirsch, the catcher, to McGibney. Saw that it was high. Thought about taking third. It did bounce off the glove, but not too far, so he held up. 2-2 count to Younger. Should get something to hit here on 2-2, the pitch. He does, and he just fouls it off. Stays alive. Younger hit his first homer of the season. The last series against Kokomo in a 7-5 win. Gave his team a little insurance in the top of the ninth. Made it easier for Evan Gates to get the save. Another 2-2 here. Useche takes off, and Younger lines it to the left side. Through for a hit. Useche on the hit and run will score easily, and Trey Younger has his third RBI of the game, and the Pitts Bitters now take a 5-1 lead. Great piece of hitting by Trey Younger with 2 strikes to shoot that one over the third baseman's head and increase the lead by 1. And Useche, I don't know if there was a hit and run called by Rebanner. I think he did that himself because Cruz Taylor wasn't going. Useche just perfectly timed McGibney on the mound and got a shuffle before he stole. I think even if that was a ball, he would have been in safely with the stolen base. But instead, it just allowed him to easily score on that. Now, Flores shot down the right side, Laurie all over, and he has room to make the play to end the inning. One more run comes across. Trey Younger, his third RBI of the day, first in this game. And the Pitts Bitters will take a 5-1 lead into the bottom of the fourth. Halfway through a 7-inning game here. And Lunsford will go back out with one more run of insurance to work with when we come back on Pitts Bitter Radio. Welcome back for the bottom of the fourth inning here in Battle Creek, Michigan. Pitts Bitters lead 5-1 and are trying to win this 3-game set against the Battle Creek Bombers. Offense doing their part. 4 runs in the second, 1 more run last inning, thanks to a 2-out RBI single from Trey Younger. Morgan Lunsford with a big lead to work with. As he'll pitch in the 4th inning, he'll face 5, 6, and 7 in the Bomber lineup. First pitch swinging, Mason Sykes fouls it off the left side. Morgan Lunsford, so far this season, his longest outing, 5 innings against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. He took a loss in that game, only gave up 2 earned runs, but his team could only manage 2 of their own as they lost 6-2. He's 0 for 2 on the season, has the opportunity to get win number 1 in this game. That ball just off the plate. Useche trying to frame it back there, but it misses, and the count 2-1 to Sykes. Sykes just the 1 hit in this triple header. It was a good one though. Broke the 2-2 tie last game as Battle Creek won 4-2. Takes that pitch inside corner for a strike. 2-2 the count. Sykes grounded out to third to end the first inning. Lunsford trying to get him for the second time here. 2-2 pitch. Hit well out to left. Steigels racing back to the warning track and makes a running catch. Nice play from Steigels. And it gets Sykes to lead off the inning. The outfielders for this team, it's just unfair. You can go from one game, you can have Tito Flores in left. Another game, you can have Zeb Rouse, Michael Steigels. It doesn't matter who's in left field. I mean, I feel like the left fielders on this team always make that play, running back towards the wall. Stop to L'Oreal, shot up the middle, and he's going to reach with a 1-out single. Another hit surrendered by Lunsford. It's the 5th hit for the Bombers through the first 4 innings. They've only been able to translate that to 1 run, though. And Lunsford, his pitch count looking right now really good. Only 45 pitches. Has the opportunity to get out of this inning and finish the 5th. So L'Oreal leads from first. Stephen Kraus, first baseman, up. Way ahead of that first pitch, breaking ball from Lunsford for a strike. Kraus, just like Sykes, grounded out his first at-bat. L'Oreal also grounded out his first at-bat, but got that one to get up the middle. 0-1 count, aggressive lead from L'Oreal as Lunsford paints the outside corner for the second strike. L'Oreal just 5 stolen base attempts, has been caught twice, not a good success rate. O2 pitch. Doesn't go. Grounded to second. Could be 2. Younger will just throw to first to get the sure thing. And L'Oreal will advance to second, but there are 2 away in the inning. Would have been a tough turn anyway. Younger would have had to turn across his body as that grounder was taking him already towards the first base side. Would have been a tough play. Might as well up 4 runs. Get the guaranteed out at first. As even if L'Oreal scores from second, it's still a 3-run game. 2 away now for Harold Cole. He doubled his first at-bat with 2 outs and was left stranded to end the inning. First pitch from Lunsford's a good one. It's a strike on the outside corner. Cole hitting .255 on the season. 3 doubles to his name. Useche blocks that one in the dirt. "12 hits, 3 of them doubles, the rest singles. Had an RBI base hit in the last game and has another chance with a runner on second in this game. Lunsford steps off and will reset for the 1-1 pitch. Gets the sign from Miggy. L'Oreal leads from second. The pitch from Lunsford. Outside, Useche trying to backpick at second. And Traficante trying to fake out L'Oreal, acting like the ball got past him into center field. And L'Oreal not falling for it. He stays put on the bag. Pitch was a ball, so it's a 2-1 count. Lunsford gets the sign, gets ready. L'Oreal leads from second. Lunsford checks on him, deals. Cole Fold on the pitch. It's in there for a strike. He started his swing and then held up, was way ahead of it, and it was a called strike anyway. Two-two pitch, 2 outs. Lunsford can get out of it with a strike. Deals to Cole. Swing and a miss. Useche puts the tag on Cole. And Lunsford gets only his second strikeout of the game, but it gets him out of the inning. 3 scoreless in a row from Lunsford. Bounced back after that first. And the Pittsburghers are leading 5-1 through 4 innings. 3 left to play. Be back in just a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Battle Creek, Michigan for the 5th inning of the final game of this Sunday tripleheader. Chris Monroe will lead things off for Traverse City in the 5th. 1 for 2 on the day. Singled his first at-bat and later scored. And his last at-bat hit a pretty good ball deep to right, but caught out there by L'Oreal. Takes a first pitch strike from McGivney, still on the mound. That ball shot out of play by Monroe, and he's quickly behind 0-2. McGivney, 1-2-3 in the first, gave up 4 runs in the second, 1 run in the fourth. Is back on for the 5th. Battle Creek has no one in the bullpen. 0-2 pitch to Monroe outside, and it gets away from Kirsch, but no one on base, so no damage done. Pittsburghers left 2 runners on base last inning, but they did score the first time in several innings that they were able to capitalize with multiple runners on base. They did so in the second very successfully, but game 1 they had their last 4 innings with multiple guys on and no one scored, and that led to their downfall. 2-2 pitch to Monroe. Chopped up the middle, might get its way through. Johnson makes the play though and is able to make the throw in time. Monroe just didn't get it hard enough to get it up the middle, and Johnson was able to make the play for the first out. One away for Miles Symington. Big swing and a miss on a first from McGivney. Miles singled in the second, flew out in the third. almost had a second single, but was robbed by Sykes in left. Little infield pop on the left side, and just able to, Merrifield not able to get there. Running out of room on the left side, and Symington lost a bat on the swing, and he's down 0-2. Oh, and 2 pitch coming from McGibney. Symington will protect the plate, shoot up the middle. Johnson makes another play and makes the throw for the second out. 2 chances, 2 plays here in the 5th. McGibney just 2 strikeouts on the day, despite getting plenty of pitch hitters down to 2 strikes. They're just putting together nice at-bats and are able to put the ball in play. Michael Steigels will bat with no one on and 2 away, and he'll take a first pitch strike outside corner. Steigels RBI ground out in the second, struck out looking to end the third. 0-1 pitch over his head. Steigels had to just duck out of danger there, as that one got away from McGibney. Steigels, third chance for Johnson at short, and he'll make another play. 3 up, 3 down. Ed Johnson at shortstop retires all 3, and a good bounce back inning for McGibney. Bottom of the 5th we go. Pittsburghers up by 4. Lunsford out for another inning of work, looking for 4 scoreless innings in a row when we come back on Pittsburgh Radio. Bottom of the order coming up for the Bombers in the bottom of the 5th. Bu Kirsch will lead it off. His team down 4 runs, down to their final 9 outs to make something happen against Morgan Lunsford. Trying to pick up his first win of the season. He'll have to finish this 5th to be able to qualify. First pitch to Kirsch, fouled off the right side. Lunsford, after that first inning, is working a lot faster to hitters, getting ahead in counts early, and not letting hitters take advantage of him. Only 18 years old, the youngest player on the Pittsburghers roster. Hasn't even played a college baseball game yet, and is going up against guys that have years of experience playing D1, D2 ball, JUCO ball. Ahead 0-2 to Kirsch here. Only 2 strikeouts on the day so far. Ooh, almost had a third. I know Useche wanted out there, but it must have been just barely off that outside corner. And now it's 1-2. He got Kirsch to ground out to short his first time around to end the 2nd inning. Leading off the 5th. And he'll get him swinging here. Third strikeout for Morgan Lunsford. One away in the fifth. Back to the top of the lineup now. Ed Johnson's 1 for 2, singled in the first, stole second, and then scored the lone run for the Bombers in Game 3. And then flew out to Steigels his last trip. First pitch to Johnson just misses. One-0 count to Johnson. 6-game hit streak for him. He extended that with the single in the first. Second pitch from Lunsford, inside corner for a strike. Lunsford does not have a 1-2-3 inning yet on the day. Chance to get one as he's ahead of Johnson 1-2. If he puts him down, then he'll have to get Jack Merrifield to get that 1-2-3. Bombers have one base hit in each inning so far. 1-2 pitch from Morgan, just off the plate, and the count evens 2-2 to Ed Johnson. Looking for strikeout number 4. And back-to-back to start the fifth. Goes in the windup and deals, and it's going to miss off the plate. So a full count now to the Bomber leadoff hitter. A very similar start to Lunsford's last start against Kenosha. Full count pitch to Ed Johnson. And there's a blooper. Not deep enough, though. Younger is able to settle under it, put it away for the second out. Very similar start to his last one. Got in trouble in the first, gave up 1 run, and then settled down after that. Didn't give up a run the rest of his start. But against Kenosha, only 4 innings pitched. And so far here, looking for 5 innings pitched. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball to Jack Merrifield to start his third at-bat. Merrifield's 1 for 2 with a flyout and a single. Lunsford in that start against Kenosha faced 19 batters through those 4 innings, and as he gets Merrifield to fly out to right to Miles Symington, that's the 20th batter he's faced through 5 innings. Best start of the season for Morgan Lunsford. 5 innings in the books, has himself 3 strikeouts. And the best part about it, no walks. First time he's done that this year, and he has his team in a good position if they want to turn it to the bullpen in the 6th. Up 5-1, Lunsford dealing as we go to another inning of work for Traverse City. Be back in just a minute. 5-1 lead for Traverse City Pittsbitters on Pittsbitter Radio. Welcome back to Pit Spitter Radio. There are 2 innings left to be played on this beautiful Sunday in Battle Creek. Wasn't sure how today would play out. Weather was looking a little spotty, as even when the bus left for the field, it was raining a little bit. But Mother Nature decided there would be some ball today in Battle Creek, Michigan. Only a little spurts here and there, but nothing that paused this game. And it's almost a full day of baseball in the books. Cayman Traficante leads off the 6th with a ground out. 1 away. McGibney still on the mound, looking to give the Battle Creek bullpen a break in the 3rd game. 5 consecutive ground outs for the Pit Spitters, as Christian Faust is in, and might be another one grounded to short. Ed Johnson, and he plays it off a hop. Hits him off the heel of the glove, and Faust is able to reach. I'm sure that's an E6. Waiting for the official ruling, but if he makes the play, he gets Faust, so got to be an E6. Faust reaches, and the 9-hole hitter, Miguel Useche, is in. He's walked both times. Walked in the 2nd, walked in the 4th. First pitch swinging, left side. Plays made at 3rd by Merrifield. They get 1 at 2nd, and they get 2 at 1st. Inning-ending double play for the Battle Creek Bombers, and McGibney has bounced back after giving up 5 runs, has 2 straight scoreless frames, and it sends his team right back up to the plate. Quick inning of work. And Morgan Lunsford is moving out to the mound for a 6th inning when we return in the bottom half on Pit Spitter Radio. Welcome back to Battle Creek, Michigan. Morgan Lunsford back on the hill for his 6th inning, and it's officially the longest start of his season. His previous longest 5 innings against Fond du Lac. He's only pitched into the 5th inning this time in that game against Fond du Lac. But now looking for more, as he got his first 1-2-3 inning. Last time out, strikeout, pop out, fly out. He's retired 5 in a row, and 8 of 9, only one single mixed in there. And pitch count, not a problem through his first 5, only 62 pitches. Gets a pop-up here. Ooh, Traficante and Younger almost collide behind second base, but Younger's able to make the catch for out number 1. Almost trouble back there. But Traficante is able to avoid the collision, and Younger is able to make the catch for the first out. One away, Aaron Beck in. He'll watch the first pitch, fastball outside corner for a strike. Lunsford's pitch count, 56 right now. He's just cruising. Pitch count, not a factor whatsoever. Skips that one, but Usteche blocks it. Something weird's happening with the live stats. Beck's 1 for 2 today. Tried to check his swing, but he accidentally made contact and dribbled it out to Lunsford on the hill. And it's an easy out for Morgan Lunsford. 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bombers down to their last 4 outs to get 4 runs. Seven in a row sat down by Morgan Lunsford. Looking for 8, trying to get Mason Sykes to end the inning. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 frames is the goal. He's gotten Sykes both times. Got him to ground out and fly out thus far. First pitch to him's a beauty, right down the middle. Sykes was on his front foot expecting a fastball, so he didn't even bother swinging at it. Oh, 1 pitch. Sykes popped it up. Should be a 1, 2, 3 inning. Traficante's back behind short, but the center fielder, Cruz Taylor, will call him off. Make the catch. 8 straight retired by Morgan Lunsford. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 frames for the 18-year-old. His best start of the season. Not sure if he's going to go out to try to complete the complete game or if his night's over. But nonetheless, a fantastic outing by Lunsford. And we'll go to the final inning of this Sunday triple header in just a minute on Pit Spitter Radio. Welcome back to C.O. Browns Stadium in Battle Creek, Michigan. Final inning of play is commencing here. And the Pit Spitters, up 5-1, will lead off at the top of their order with Cruz Taylor. This is the 20th and final inning of the triple header. These teams had to finish a 9-inning game, the first game. And since it took place in the bottom of the third, technically 6.5 innings, and then 2 7-inning games gives them 20.5 innings of baseball on the day. Taylor swings at that one. He's down 0-2 after watching the first pitch strike. McGibney still on the mound despite giving up 5 earned runs. Or 5 runs, only 4 earned. Nonetheless, they're keeping him out there to pitch. And that one's going to hit Cruz Taylor. He's been hit in back-to-back. Oh, whoa. Oh, come on. Cruz Taylor is hit by the pitch, and that's the second time this season that an umpire has called the batter at the plate out for, I guess, moving into the pitch, but that pitch, there's no way that Cruz Taylor leaned into that pitch. Should have been his second hit by pitch, and he should be on first base right now. Instead, he's technically strikes out to start the 7th. And it's even worse when you watch the stream. You can see it clear as day. He turned and he even pulled his elbow in towards his body. But up 4 in the last inning, not going to get too upset about it. If it's a close game, this is a different story. So Taylor's out to start the first. Trey Younger's at the plate. 1 for 3, RBI single his last time up. He's seen 2 balls, so he's ahead in the count. Rips at the 2-0 pitch and sends it foul out of play. I mean, it's clear as day when you watch the replay. He did not move into that pitch. You cannot, I don't think you can argue that hit him, or he intentionally moved his elbow into it. It's the same thing happened with Mario Camilletti. And I'm pretty sure that one was against Kenosha. Two pitch. That one hits Trey Younger. Wonder if they're going to give him first base. Okay, Younger is going to be awarded a hit by pitch there. So he'll actually get the base he deserves and go down to first with 1 away. If that were to happen in the last game where Traverse City was trying to come back in the top of the 7th, then it's a different story. But up 4, still not the best call, but nothing to get too upset about, and that's the last that you'll hear about it for me in this one. Tito Flores now will bat with 1 on, 1 out. First pitch he sees, swings and misses. Flores singled in the 3rd and has popped out and flown out. 1 for 3. That ball in the dirt. Good read from Trey Younger. Was off immediately and gets second base on the wild pitch from McGibney. RBI chance now for Tito. Tito has not had an RBI since that doubleheader against Kokomo. 4 games without one. Swings and misses on that pitch from McGibney on the outside corner, and it's 1-2 count to the Traverse City designated hitter. Wasn't sure if Tito would even be able to play the rest of this triple header, as the very first pitch he saw in the top of the 4th in Game 1 hit him on the leg, and he had to remove himself from the game. It wasn't feeling right. Went down to first after the hit by pitch, and then advanced to second on a base hit, but as soon as he got down to second, told the coaches that it wasn't feeling right, so he took himself out. Was able to play the last game, though, and this one. Went hitless in Game 2, has a single here, down in the count 1-2. Younger leading from second base, the pitch. And Flores is going to shoot it to right. That ball is going to drop. Younger is going to score easily, 6-1, Traverse City. RBI single from Tito Flores, his second hit of the day. And Pittsburgh's now up 5. There is someone throwing in the Battle Creek bullpen, and if McGibney's not out at this point, I think the only thing that's going to take him out is if he hits the pitch limit. He's at 94 pitches. He's getting close. He'll face the first baseman Chris Monroe now. Monroe singled off McGibney, his first at-bat. Came around to score in the second. Lined out hard to the right fielder in the third, and then grounded out his last at-bat in the fifth. 1 for 3 on the day. Flores leads from first. Monroe tries to get out of the way of that pitch, and it hits him, and he'll go down to first. Third hits batter in the inning, though technically 2. And Monroe is on for the second time. After the hit by pitch, Miles Symington, right fielder, will come in. Just like Chris Monroe, he singled his first time around in the third and came around to score. And then the next 2 times was put out by McGibney, a fly out and then a ground out. Monroe reached on a hit by pitch, what will be the result of Symington's at bat. McGibney looks at Flores at second. Taking a long time, deals finally. Symington, slow roll to third. Probably only going to get the 1 out, and Krause will get the only out at first. Monroe advances to second and 2 away in the 7th. Would have been bases loaded. Well, I guess not, because Younger would have scored, but 2 runs would have been in if Taylor would have been awarded first. And Miles grounds out, so there's 2 away. And now in Michael Steigels, looking for his first hit of the series. Technically had a hit in Game 1, although that was from way back on June 9th before it was suspended. Went 0 for 4 after that. Is 0 for 3 in this one. A pair of groundouts and a strikeout. Does have an RBI that he picked up in the second inning when he grounded out to score Chris Monroe from third. Facing McGibney for the 4th time. He'll watch that one on the corner, just on the corner for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Runners on third and second. And here comes pitch 100 from Luke McGibney. Goes into the windup, deals to Steigels. Steigels watches it outside. Pitch 100, ball 1 to Michael Steigels. Only the second time that the Pittsburghers have faced a pitcher that has thrown 100 pitches. Last time was a loss to Kalamazoo in Kalamazoo. Steigels shoots that one and foul. Still 1-2 to Steigels. Getting ready for it. Into the windup, McGibney. The pitch. In the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Coming home, Flores. Flipped to the plate. Not in time. And a weird dive from Flores. Kind of got caught up on that home plate dirt. But he is safe. He will score. And the Pittsburghers now lead it 7-1. Now the count's even at 2-2 as Crispin Rowe advances to third on that wild pitch. Chance for another run if Steigels can get a hit. Here's the 2-2. He'll watch that one, and he knew it. Strike 3 right across the knees for Michael Steigels. And McGibney picks up strikeout number 4, second in the inning. Well, the Pittsburghers is able to work out of what would have been a leadoff runner instead of strikeout. Still managed to score 2 runs facing the adversity. Up 6 as we go to the last inning of this long day of baseball. 6-run lead to protect. Last chance for Battle Creek when we return on Pittsburgh Radio. All right, time to finish off this long day of baseball on a beautiful Sunday. These guys have been at the field for about 10 hours now, and they're looking to win this 3-game series against the Bombers and go into their final series of the road trip against the Kenosha Kingfish with some winning momentum. Joe Horosco in to finish this game for the Pittsburghers. Wasn't sure at first if he would come in. I saw him warming up, or if head coach Josh Rebant would allow Lunsford to finish off a complete game. But Rebant goes to the pen. Horosco gets L'Oreal to ground out to Younger at second, and there's one away. Lunsford, got to give that 18-year-old the biggest props in the world. Having himself a tough start to his season, at least his last couple of outings, because his first appearance against Rockford on June 2nd was a really good outing. Beautiful performance. 4 innings pitched. Just 1 hit, no earned, and got a no decision because he didn't pitch 5. And then he got back-to-back losses. And then his last outing, struggled in the first just like tonight, battled through the next 3, and again didn't get a win because he didn't pitch enough innings. But especially coming into the same park where he got loss number 1 of the year, back on June 8th, the first road trip of the season for Traverse City. It was a 6-game, 6-day trip. Didn't even make it out of the 4th inning. Faced 22 batters in 3 2/3, and they touched him up. 6 hits, 4 walks, 6 runs. And to be able to come back to the same park against the same team and absolutely shove for 6 innings. 5 hits, only that 1 earned run in the first inning. And battled since then. Retired the last 9 that he faced in the game. And put his team in a really good position to finish off the series clinching win. Orozco gets Kraus to fly out to Symington, and 1 out away from Lunsford picking up that elusive first win of the season and increase the Pittsburgh's lead in the Great Lakes East Division. Nice breaking ball to Harold Cole, who's 1 for 2 with a double, struck out his last time. And that pitch just a little outside. Kenosha today won 17-7 over Kalamazoo. So they win 1. Traverse City about to win 2. Quick look at the standings. Traverse City will improve to 18-10 with this victory over Battle Creek. Line to left could end it. Steigels didn't get a good read on it, and it's going to drop for Cole's second hit of the night. Kenosha 14-12 after their win. And Traverse City will go 3 games up on Kenosha in the standings and 3 games up on the Kokomo Jackrabbits, who they split a 4-game set with after their win. They'll go to 18-10. Battle Creek is going to lose another game, and they will drop to 9-17, last place in the Great Lakes. Last battle here for Orozco, the 9-hole hitter, Bew Kirsch, 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout in this ball game. Battle Creek still got on the 2-out man, but it's going to need some kind of rally with 2 outs to come back in it. Second pitch in for a strike. And Orozco a strike away from ending the long day of baseball. 20 innings of ball have been played. And Orozco trying to get the final out and finish off a series victory. Traverse City has still not lost a series on the season. They've split, then they've swept, never lost. Line to short. Play made by Trey Younger. Finally, ball game over, day over. Pittsburghers win 7-1 over the Battle Creek Bombers, and they win the 3-game set. What a start by Morgan Lunsford. 6 innings, 5 hits, just that 1 earned run, and he will pick up win number 1 on the season. And I think the most impressive number of all, 0 in the walks column. First start, he hasn't walked a batter. Commanded the zone all night long. Put his team in a perfect position. Picks up the victory. Offense had his back from the jump. 4 runs in the second, 1 in the fourth, and 2 more just for good measure in the 7th inning. 7 hits, 7 runs for Traverse City. They will start that 2-game set against Kenosha tomorrow, 6:05 Central Time for Game 1, which means 7:05 Eastern Time. So that's good for Traverse City, as it's a long bus drive to Kenosha, as they will look to break their streak of losses first game of a road trip. Haven't won the first day of a road trip yet, unless you count the win that they got against Battle Creek in Game 1. I don't, because it was a continuation. Cade Heil will pitch against Kenosha. He's 0-1, 5.73 ERA. We'll look for win number 1 in that ball game. That's going to do it for me here in Battle Creek, Michigan. Gonna go down with the guys, get some post-game food, head back to the hotel, and get ready for the long bus ride to Kenosha in the morning. Until then, I will see you all there tomorrow. Like I said, 6:05 Central, 7:05 Eastern Time, which means the pregame will be about 5 minutes before, just to go through starting lineups, positions, etc., etc. 7-1 final. Pitts Bitters take 2 of 3 from Battle Creek, extend their lead in the Great Lakes East, and carry some momentum as they try to finish out the road trip strong. See you all tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. And that's going to do it for me. I'm Stephen Walker, signing off.